Happy Thanksgiving from downtown Detroit and the renewal of an almost century-old tradition as the Detroit Lions host Thanksgiving, and this year the visitor, their familiar friends, the Chicago Bears.
And your 2026 Detroit Lions!
On the Bears sideline, Ben Johnson, hot name in the coaching circles the last few years, was the offensive coordinator here in Detroit from 2022 to 2024. On the other side, the man he worked under the last 3 years, the Lions head man, Dan Campbell. Right to the air, here's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. He's got it! And he will take this one in. 79 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike things up.
On second down, it's Williams. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up first and goal.
So what's a strong safety's job, Mike? It's easy. Make impact plays, and that impact doesn't always have to be down in the box or with a big hit. They are just as much ball hawks as any defensive back on this team, and he proved it with that interception.
Here's Gibbs. And Gibbs into a familiar spot. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal. And Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
On the bootleg, it's Goff. That is caught by the tight end. Brock Wright. Touchdown, Detroit. That is first touchdown this year. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the...
Goff to throw. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Lions. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now,
operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing...
Here's Goff. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in this first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable.
Goff. That is caught, and he he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
And 10 at the 17-yard line.
A give here to Pacheco. And he's into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Detroit. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole.
Throw it again. It's Williams. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Roger McCreary.
Where they'd come up with some answers. I don't even think they're done scoring just yet.
Whoa. Past the 45. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. That is caught side of the end zone. Khalif Raymond. Touchdown, Bears. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this, which typically means I had to lead. That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession.
Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the Lions. And they will get a little extra time to enjoy it on this holiday weekend as they get the job done here on Thanksgiving. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA